my name is Cameron, and I love to talk travel and how you can get it for cheaper. Let me tell you how I ended up taking over 40 cruises, because honestly, when I say it out loud, that's a little insane. So I grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and growing up, we did not take any vacation trips at all, just because we just didn't have the money for it. But as I got older and got adult money, I found my love for traveling. And then I found cruise ships and everything changed from there. And now I take a cruise at least once a month. I think last year I had 15 total cruises, which is absolutely insane. And I know it's insane. However, most of those cruises have been for free. So today I just want to talk about how I kind of got them for free and how this stuff kind of works, because I'm always about finding the good deal. So it started off in 2023, and my mom and I went on our first Carnival cruise. I was not a gambler, but my mom was. My mom loved slot machines, and I knew how to play roulette, so I would play roulette and she would be on the slot machines. But then a little bit of convincing, she convinced me to go try the slot machines, so that's what I did. And I ended up winning a jackpot of $1,500, my first time ever playing slots, which is kind of crazy for someone's first time. That was our first cruise in 2023 on the Carnival Horizon. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Anyways, I didn't think too much about it. And about, I want to say, maybe 6 weeks went by, and I get an offer in the mail, and it was enjoy a free cruise for 2 and drinks for free everywhere on the ship for you and a companion. And I'm like, what is this? I called up my mom, and I was like, what is this? And I was like, I guess if you play in the casino and you do good and you get all these stuff, they send you free cruises, this is amazing. And this is when my travel addiction really started. So yeah, kind of crazy. Anyways, I was like, what is this? So I dug in more, tried other cruise lines, and I've kind of figured out the whole casino program with getting free cruises. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I just have to plan the casino and then I can get free cruises and do this all this time. And yeah, that's kind of how this addiction started. So now I've been on over 40 cruises, and a huge part of this is because I've learned how the casino offers work. And now, before you hear 40 cruises, I think I've somehow figured out how to get a completely free vacation. No, I freaking wish, because no matter what, you will always have to pay port fees and taxes. There is no way of getting out of that at all. Sorry to make you sad on that one. Also depends on how much you're willing to put in the casino. So I don't want you to think I found some magical loophole for free cruises. What I figured out is how I can use casino offers to make cruising a lot cheaper for me and my family. Now, the most important question, so Cameron, how much money do I have to put in the casino? And honestly, I wish I could give you a magic number, I really do, but I can't. Because there isn't a magic formula that says put in a $500 in the slot machine and then you get a free cruise. It doesn't work like that. Cruise line checks your casino play. They track you with your card. They know how long you've been on the machine. They know how much money you've lost. They know your gambling habits. They know everything about you. Their systems determine what kind of casino offers you receive, and it's one of the misconceptions about casino cops. It's not necessarily, hey, come lose $1,000 and we'll give you a free cruise. That's not how that works. Let me give you an example using Royal Caribbean. Let's say an offer requires 500 casino points for a particular cruise. And for this example, let's say you earn 1 point for every $5 played through the machine. This would mean you need $2,500 in coin to earn 500 points. Coin in is the same amount as coin in is the amount that you're running through the machine. For example, you could start with $200 play, win some money, keep playing with that money, and eventually have $600 in your bankroll, in your casino bank. You could potentially put $1,000 of coin in through the machine without ever having actually deposited $1,000. You're playing off the money that you have won. That's why understanding the point system on a cruise ship is so important. Coin in and money lost are not the same thing, and every cruise line has their own rules, their own system, and own rules system, so you have to understand exactly how the program you're playing works. I know Carnival is for every 1 point, it's worth $2, where like Royal, MSC, Virgin, Celebrity, 1 point is $5. I do know that. And remember, a casino is a business. They're not giving you these offers because they're nice. They're giving you these offers because they want you to come back and play and spend your money. So like for me, I always have to make sure I'm still being responsible with it, because at the end of the day, a free cruise is never actually free if you gamble more money than the cruise is ever worth. And this is where I've learned a lot. I've learned which offers I like. I've learned which offers I don't think are worth taking. And I've learned you have to look at the entire vacation and not just the word free cruise. What are the taxes? What are the port fees? What is the normal price of this cruise if I didn't gamble? How much am I spending to get to the port? How much am I spending on board? How much am I spending on a hotel? And the most important question, how much am I spending gambling? Because I've taken some cruises where I've walked off the ship and made $4,000. And sometimes I've gotten off the ship and I've spent $3,000, but I've justified, because if I was to take that cruise would have been $3,000. So like, I kind of be like, oh, that vacation was free if I would have paid for it. So I always keep that in the back of my mind. I also hope you enjoyed my little breakdown of how a casino works. If you don't gamble a lot, they'll usually send you like $500 off a cruise, $200 off this. They will give you cruise discounts. Now, our favorite comps are the ones that they send you in the mail and it's like, hey, free cruise for 2 right here. I'm going on the Stars of the Seas, and I think it was $5,000 for like 2 people. And I got it for $300, just port fees and taxes. That is amazing. And now you're thinking like, Cameron, what did you do to get that? Well, to be completely transparent with you, in order to get my first cruise, I had to take my first ever Royal Caribbean cruise, and I took that on the Utopia of the Seas. I paid $1,600 to go on that cruise, and I only spent $300 in the casino. I got 1,600 points. Now I get all these free cruise offers to the Stars, to the Utopia, to the Icon, and that's pretty freaking amazing. However, I'm sure when I go on the Stars, I might mess up and lose a couple $1,000s. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first ever YouTube video, so please be kind to me. I'm working on everything. I'm a little shy, but I plan on making more videos about cruising, destinations, cruise ships, kind of anything cruising and traveling kind of thing, and do more travel blogs. So please like and subscribe if you liked it. If not, still like it. Thanks.